the bell, and here we go. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. Nice counter. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Nice counter. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in, biting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
These two fighters are made for one another. Nice counter. Do you believe what we are seeing? I don't think it's going to be a boxing. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Good counter punching. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Pretty dominant rep. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Misses with the straight left. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
They stopped the hook there. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Taylor in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well done with that counter shot. That right hook won't score. A Hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to trade shots. Both men step back for just a moment. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Every time he throws. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That left hook misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A very competitive round here so far. Scoring hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Misses with the straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he misses with that straight left. Misses with the straight left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. And there's the bell to start the round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Caution is being thrown to the wind.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
score with that right uppercut. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Right hook just... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Missing with the left hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't play on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Jab does not score. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he scores with the counter. Misses with the jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is a high-octane battle. Not a lot of punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He misses with that straight left. Nice counter shot. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Nice exchange here from both men.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Every time, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. They ring the bell, and here we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And Regis Prograis in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes to the corners? How are they going to get through this?
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Nice counter shot. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Those counter punches have to hurt. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That jab misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose. They ring the bell, and here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nobody home with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter. Back and forth they go. That hook won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch. He misses with that straight left. His stamina is off the charts. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That counter punch caught him clean. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.